hardwood floors. This place was destroyed. This had carpet in it. They glued the padding, and the padding was so old, the carpet was so old, so many animals had peed on it that it got these, if you look at the black right there, all this gray and white, the white is the glue, the gray is the pad on top of the glue. And I've got most of the padding, well, I've got all the padding out, but these are really soft spots where you see the soft, the light colored wood, those are soft. And if it's really super black, other than padding, which is what that is, you can see that that's been wet. That is black. There's a bathroom on the other side of that wall. It's an old oak floor. So let's see if we can get the camera to do something there. Sorry about that. So what I'm doing right now is I've removed all the nails around the edges. There were a few nails left over, and this is a good idea of what this floor, it's pretty nice. The gaps aren't too big. There are some gaps. I'm not going to worry about those in here, but I'll show you in the living room in a moment how bad it can be. So what I've done is I've just cleaned up this edge. This is all just leftover debris that I'm getting to. But what I want to show you is a few things. Number one, on these hardwood floors, when you're dealing with these hardwood floors and you've got the white glue down there and you've got the black padding on top, it's real important to stay with the grain of the wood when you're doing this. I'm just using a 5-in-1. It seems to fit these boards pretty good. So what we're trying to do is just take that black off, and any of the white is good too. But what we don't want to do is take wood. You can take small little shavings of that wood, like right there. It's just a small little shaving, and when you sand it, that'll go away anyways. You'll sand it down to where it's nice and flat. But anyways, you want to get as much of that glue up as you can. There are other tools. I use a 5-in-1, and then I take it outside, and I've got a file out there that I'm using so that I can file it down to a good sharp edge. But these wet spots, that's a wet spot. That wood is really soft, and you want to be super careful with it. Now you see we've got a lot of the black material, and I've worked this already mostly. You can see these lines right there. Okay, that's where I was working, trying to get this black off real soft because this wood is wet. So you're just going real soft, and I tagged it. But it's not deep, you can't even feel it. And it's not gonna hurt. Now I have taken some wood shavings off, don't get me wrong, I've gotten a couple, and you will. But you're gonna sand this floor down to where it's flat. I'm gonna hit this whole floor. I'm working the edge right now, getting all the junk out from underneath it, and then I'll come through and I'll vacuum. But you can see I've got a long ways to go. All this is just shit that I've already gotten up, the big stuff, and then I'm just coming through again and just going through it, and you'll keep doing this and doing this and doing this for hours and hours and hours, and the end result will be something spectacular. But I want to show you this floor. This is not our house, but we are moving into it. You can see these gaps. This is super old floor, but these gaps are just so big. Normally you just come through and clean them out, vacuum it all up, and then polyurethane it after you sand it. But I've got so many gaps, and they're so big. I mean, there are just so many of them that really this floor, in order to save this floor, you'd have to take, that's huge. You'd have to take this whole floor up, take the baseboards off, pull all this floor out of here, and take it out into a planer and plane it. So, and then put it back together. So that's not something that we're gonna do, not yet, but eventually we may. I know this isn't the automotive repair that, you know, some people have seen on my page before, but this is a house that we're trying to redo, and the people that lived in this house were just incredibly ridiculous. I'm gonna show you this in stages. I tried to go live today, but I'll be going live and stuff with it from time to time. So this is just the stages. So this is where we're at. I'm cleaning up the edges. I'm getting all this stuff out of here. I'll vacuum and sweep. Any cracks in the floor, I'll run down. They're not bad in here. I'm gonna be able to save this floor. We're gonna do this bedroom hardwood. I'm gonna go ahead and lay carpet in this room. All this stuff comes out. I don't know whose stuff it is, but this is 24 long. No, 21 long and like 12 wide. So I found carpet and an 8-pound rubber pad, which is really gonna be nice for $300 to do this room. So that's what we're gonna do.